Hey Adventurers, today we're going to be checking out the PacSafe VentureSafe bags. We have the 15 liter bag here, the 32 liter bag here. Just going to show you kind of a size comparison, let you decide which one you need more. They have very similar features, but it's all about being an anti-theft bag, being as safe as possible with your belongings. Before getting into details about these bags, be sure to sign up for our newsletter. We've been doing giveaways exclusive for our newsletter followers, and we're going to be giving away one of these bags. So be sure to click in the link below to sign up. So this is the first time I'm checking out the bags. I'm sure some reviews, they check out all the details and then they go through them and present them to you, but this is going to be very hands-on. The first time I'm opening up the bag, you're going to get my honest and candid opinions about it. First off, let's talk about size. 15 liters. This is actually a very well-used 15 liters, I guess is the best way to say it. I would not have guessed this is a 15 liter bag. It looks a little bit bigger than that. 15 liters is typically a good bag for just during the day. Stuff that you need to go out, a couple extra items, jackets, easy to store, your water bottle, anything that you buy along the way. It does fit a 15-inch laptop in here, and we'll look at the laptop compartment to see how secure that is. The bags that we have currently that we use around this size are going to be bags that are usually packable. We pack them away, not something we travel with as our primary bag just because we're traveling fairly light, so we each have a carry-on and a backpack. So our backpacks are usually closer to the 30 liter size, just so that we have space to carry all our camera gear. 32 liter bag is definitely bigger, as you can see. Again, it's still a pretty low profile bag, which is nice, and it has some compression straps on this one. I would say a 30 liter bag is more of the size that you would want as your primary backpack when you're traveling. This again will fit a laptop up to, I assume, a 17-inch laptop, just because it's going to be much bigger. But it just gives you a lot more options in terms of what you want to carry. Now, neither of these bags are built for camera gear, so if you are primarily shooting, it's not going to be the best camera backpack. But in terms of 15 liter or 32 liter, that's kind of how I would gauge how you're going to be using this. Good day pack. Good to get around, or if you're just super light and you don't carry that much stuff. 32 liter bag is better if you're using it as your primary travel bag, and you could even go on a weekend trip with just this bag, plenty of space for it. Something that I would probably use more often than not. Let's talk through these features. I'm going to use the 15 liter because it's easier to show you guys. First thing is their Lockabout security clip. This is a 3-level lockdown point for zippers to help prevent pickpocketers. 3-level lock. Look at that thing. Holy cow. All right, so that is an intense lock. There are 3 areas for you to, I guess three, whatever, it said triple something. There is a place where you can actually put a lock on there so that you can fully secure it. But let me see if I can figure out. Okay, so I had to pull that off. You see that? And then that pops off there. Okay, wow, cool. This mechanism is basically, I stuff in the locks from the bottom and from the top, and then latch that in. And then there's a little button here that I press down. So when this latch here, where my middle finger is down, I can't open this, which means the locks are stuck there. Now, if I have an actual lock, I can put it in here, which prevents this whole mechanism from coming off. So that's an added layer of security if you need to be able to lock that. I would say, I guess if you stay at places where your bag will be accessible publicly and you might not be there the whole time, hostel for example, and you're sharing a room with somebody you don't know, you may want to have that as an option. Once I take my lock off, bloop, and then I push this up, I can pull this to the side and that releases the zippers. So that's one of the first features on there that already makes it hard to even get into the bag. Similar system, well, not similar, exact same system on the 32 liter bag as well. All right, let's see what else we got here. RFID safe material or section. So for those of you guys who are worried about your credit cards or anything, stolen passport information, you could stick it into this RFID section, RFID safe. And on this bag, you have a whole dedicated section on the top here for RFID. All right, one thing that I just realized as well is these zippers, they clasp into each other. So you see here, there's 2 little grooves and you can thread them into each other so that when they're together, you can't pull them apart. They hold each other together. That's outside of this whole locking mechanism. But as soon as they're apart, which means you gotta pull them to the side, then you can pull them. There's so many locking system things on here that I don't even understand. All right, so the next thing I noticed that is this bag has slash guard material on it. So parts of it, the material is slash guarded. We're gonna test that with box cutter. I'm just gonna run it along, see if I do any damage. You can see that there are scratches on there, but it didn't cut through. It's primarily on these sides that material is built on it. The front material I don't think is slash guard. It's much thinner, and I think the knife will cut right through that. Let's try that real quick. Yeah, so that front material does slash through here. Whoops. But again, the side material and all that is anti-theft in that it is slash proof. All right, so to deter pickpockets, there's a Rubar Deluxe locking system, a Rubar style locking system, a Rubar Sport locking system, a secured zip tab, a puncture resistant tough zip, meaning like they can't just poke at the zipper and it'll open. Let's look at the bag and see what other features it has. So inside the 15 liter, you have the RFID system, you have a zippered section here, and then a couple organization for pens and a whole big section. And that covers the front. In the main part of the backpack, you have an area where you can put a laptop. It's not really a padded laptop section per se. It's just a elastic area where you can put a laptop or a water bladder. And if you have a water bladder, there's also a Velcro to keep it latched up and hanging from the top. Other than that, it's just kind of a big hole for you to carry everything else in. There aren't really any other organization portions. The inside, nice and simple. That's all you really want out of a 15 liter bag. If there's too many organization pieces, then it makes it hard to access everything. The straps itself, they look nice and comfortable. There is a sternum strap. There is no waist strap on this. You're probably not going to use one. One of the features that they have is, when you're traveling, sometimes you want to strap your backpack around something that is more solid. Whether it's a pole that's in there, if you need to leave your bag, or you're falling asleep in the airport, whatever. You don't want to just put your bag on the ground. You want to loop it through something. They have wiring that runs through one of your straps. And I kind of want to test that out. I've already made a hole in this bag, so I'm going to try to cut this. You can see. Well, so I just used scissors and I was able to cut through this. I'm going to try to take a knife. Most people aren't, if you're at an airport, you're probably not going to have scissors on you. Regardless, right? Wherever you are, most people aren't going to be carrying scissors. They may be carrying a knife. Let's see if I can cut through this with a knife. I'm assuming if it'll cut through with the scissors, it'll cut through with a knife as well. No, maybe not. Okay, so a knife will not cut through this. Scissors, I think I just had the leverage that I needed to, but it also gives me a chance to show you the wiring that is inside here. As you can see, there's an anti-theft wire. See that? Yeah, so there's a wire that runs all the way up through there. Let's switch to the other bag to show you an example. So the whole idea is if you want to put this around a pole, there is a mechanism right here. So all you do, there's a little knob right here that shows lock or unlock. I move it to unlock, and when I push it in, I can slide this open really easily. I can put this around a pole, latch it back in, lock it, and then there is a little loop right here for you to put an actual lock. Besides that, there isn't really much difference between the 15 liter and the 32 liter. 32 liter does have 2 additional pockets that run along the side here. Some little mesh section. There's a key ring on that side. Insides of both bags, the main section of both bags is really similar. There's just simply a large elastic separator. That's for laptop and or a bladder. There's the hook for the bladder. And then the rest of the section is just a large bag. This one does come with the compression straps on the side. because it can expand larger. Both bags have a hook on the bottom in the center right here to hang anything else you want. Other than that, it's got those anti-theft features. Now, lesson learned is 2 of the anti-theft features, like the slash, which I accidentally slashed here, and the strap, which I accidentally cut here, is that, if somebody wants to steal from you, they can still steal from you. These bags make it a little bit harder, right? If I were to cut through any of my other bags, it'd be a lot easier to cut through. I'm not going to because we use those bags a ton, but the zipper function is pretty impressive. I did read that this whole system, the locking system, that's the Rubar system that I was talking about. I think it's about traveling with common sense, being aware of your surroundings, don't leave your belongings anywhere. When we travel, for the most part, we try to be aware of what's going on around us. If we're in very touristy sections, or places where there are going to be more pickpocketers, we try to keep watch of our belongings, keep an eye on each other. Fortunately for us, we've never dealt with any pickpocketers. We haven't had anything stolen. So for the most part, we use the same bags that we normally use. But I've read a ton of reviews that people who do like these bags because of those added security features. I saw something about, people getting pickpocketed at local spots like a Panera. So again, it's just about being aware of what your surroundings are and making sure you're keeping your items safe. I would love to hear your stories. Have you dealt with any theft when you're traveling or even locally? Have you had anything stolen from you, and what could you do to improve how you carry your stuff? Would a bag like this help, having those added security features? And from what you've seen, do you like these bags? Would you go with the 32 liter or the 15 liter? Special thanks to PacSafe for sending us these bags to let us check them out, test them. We are going to be doing a giveaway on our newsletter, as I mentioned before, so be sure to sign up for our newsletter below. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll let you know my thoughts. I'm probably going to test these out a little bit more outside once I can get out. Thank you guys for watching. I'm just going to keep testing this. Certain materials on here are definitely cuttable, certain materials are not. This type of material is resistant. This, middle fabric is not. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon.